big guard. According to Nasir Core, it is defined as this: no matter who guards you, there's always a mouse in the house. I first heard this term coined in the YouTube basketball community, and it's highly repped by aforementioned YouTuber and former Florida A&M University player Nasir Core. See, I see many people wearing the merch and implying that they too are big guards, but is this really accurate? Who can be qualified as a big guard? What can classify a player as a big guard? And how can you, watching this video, be a big guard even if you are indeed undersized or just average size? All these questions and more will be answered in today's video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Trey Wood, aka Mr. Worldwide, aka Johnny Storm, but on this channel, I'm simply known as. Make sure you leave me a like, subscribe, share, and comment down below what videos you would like to see next. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. See, in order to understand what makes a big guard, we first have to understand what a guard is and what the average dimension for these positions are. A guard, relating to basketball, is someone who either runs the offense and distributes the ball efficiently or can score efficiently and at will. In both of these positions, the player is an exceptional ball handler. The positions I'm referring to throughout the duration of this video will be the point guard or the shooting guard position. Now, the players you saw in the beginning of the video, Tracy McGrady at 6'8", Ben Simmons at 6'10", Magic Johnson at 6'9", LeBron James at 6'9", they exceed the average heights of players in their position, which qualifies them, in my definition, as big guards. Because according to the NBA, the average size of a point guard ranges between 6 foot to 6'3" inches. The average weight for an NBA point guard is around 175 to 190 pounds. According to the NBA, the average size of a shooting guard ranges between 6'4" to 6'6" inches. And the average weight of a shooting guard is 195 to 215 pounds. Now, the average height of an American man, most of you watching this video, is around 5'8" inches from 18 years old to 29 years old and weighs about 188 pounds. By these statistics alone, the majority of you watching this realistically would not be considered big guards, unfortunately. Now, if you fit within the dimensions of an NBA guard, you would just be an average guard, not a big guard. If you are 6 foot to 6'2" and you play the point guard position, you're not a big guard. You're just an average guard. Now, if you gravitate to a shooting guard position with that same height, 6 inches to 6'2", in comparison to these NBA dimensions, you would actually be an undersized guard. But there's good news. There's good news. Because according to Nasir's Core definition of big guard, it states no matter who guards you, there was always a mouse in the house. It mentions nothing about height or dimensions. It only implies the strength of a player. So technically speaking, you watching this video can still qualify to be a big guard, even if you don't fit the description. Okay, so now you want to know how. Like, Trey, how can I be a big guard? I'm glad you asked. Now remember, most people in America aren't touching 6 foot. And there's an even smaller margin to reach over 6 foot. 14.5% of 300 million Americans are 6 feet tall. And around 10% of men, 30 million, are over 6 foot, which means the majority of men, your competitors, are around average height or shorter. It seems like being a big guard isn't qualified by height, meaning you can be considered a big guard against your average park hooper, rec league player, or street baller. It's really all about how you play. Aggressiveness, strength, control, and physicality seem to be all traits one needs to possess to be a big guard today, according to Big Guard CEO Nasir Core. Things like post moves, strong finishes through contact, using your offhand to control the defender, shielding yourself from your defender using your body, and being unfazed by physical contact from defenders are all elements you can add to your game to elevate it to be on a big guard level. Now, separate videos for each of these elements will be added to the channel, so don't worry. But for now, just know that you don't have to be a giant to be a big guard. Me personally, I don't consider myself no big guard. I'm 6'3" and about 180 pounds. I naturally play the point guard position, so I feel like I'm just an average build for my position. However, when I play at my local park or recreational league, the gym I go to, I'm easily towering over my competitors in my position. So I guess I can see how people could qualify me as a big guard. But my point, though, is I work with what I've got. And I suggest you do the same. Nasir Core is 6'3", around 215 pounds. Due to his natural physicality, his frame compared to his competitors in his position, I would definitely classify him as a big guard. He worked with the frame he has, and it started a movement. If you weren't blessed with the physical tools to be a big guard, it's okay. We're going to work with what we got on this channel. Adding physicality, strong finishes, initiating contact, utilizing your offhand, and adding post work to your game will elevate your confidence, scoring, and deepen your creativity as you adapt the mindset of a big guard. It's more of a mindset, it seems, not necessarily just the physical tools. Because no matter where you hoop, remember, there'll always be a mouse in the house. Don't let it be you.